In the past, slaves were easy to recognize. They had heavy iron chains around their necks and whip marks on their backs. High walls surrounded them, so they couldn't escape. Today, slavery has changed its form. The chains are no longer made of iron. They're made of digital numbers. And the walls? They are built from debt contracts. Most of us wake up, sit in traffic, and spend hours at jobs we don't like. The pieces of paper we receive at the end of the month are gone before they even hit our pockets, spent on rent, bills, and credit card installments. Have you ever wondered why, with all this technology, do we have to work harder than ever? Why could our grandfathers buy a house on a single salary while we struggle to survive, even with 2 incomes? Today on Money Secrets, we are exposing the biggest secret of the modern world: how the financial system turns you into a slave, and if there's a way out. If you're ready, let's dive deep into the truth. To understand the system, we first must understand what money actually is. Most people believe money is backed by gold or something valuable. But the truth is, since 1971, there is nothing behind the money in your pocket. Only a promise. Governments and central banks can print billions of dollars, euros, or pounds at the click of a button. So, what happens when they print money out of thin air? The value of the money you worked years to save decreases. We call this inflation. But inflation isn't a natural phenomenon. It's a hidden tax. It is the theft of your purchasing power without your permission. Imagine a lake with 100 fish and you have 10 hooks. You own 10% of the lake. If someone throws 1,000 more hooks into the lake overnight, your 10 hooks mean nothing. This is exactly how the system works. They print and you get poorer. The system doesn't just stop at stealing your money. It also mortgages your future. Debt is the fuel of the modern economy. Banks sell you debt through ads for your dream home or the newest car. But what they're actually selling you is the obligation to go to that job every morning for the next 10 or 20 years. The moment you take a loan, you put your freedom on the table. The interest system creates a cycle of debt that is mathematically impossible to pay off. The total amount of debt in the world is much higher than the total amount of money in existence. That means if everyone tried to pay their debts at once, there wouldn't be enough money to cover it. It's a game of musical chairs where the music never stops, but there are never enough chairs. And in the end, someone always loses. Why isn't financial literacy taught in schools? Why are we forced to memorize complex equations instead of learning about taxes, investing, or how money actually works? Because the system doesn't need conscious individuals. It needs obedient employees. If you understand how money works, your dependency on banks ends. If you learn to accumulate assets like stocks, gold, crypto, or property, instead of just saving cash, the system can't control you. They want you to consume, to be in debt, and to be numbed in front of the TV. Because a thinking person is dangerous, and a questioning person cannot be enslaved. Is there hope? Yes, there is. This is a process of waking up. Step 1. Stop borrowing. Don't buy things you don't need to impress people you don't like. Step 2. Invest in your financial education. That's exactly why we share these money secrets on this channel. Step 3. Accumulate assets. Move towards things that cannot be printed or that hold their value. Remember, your chains are only in your mind. Breaking them is in your hands. If you're watching this video, you now know the truth. And knowing the truth is the first step toward freedom. If you want to see more content like this, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to join us on this journey toward financial freedom. See you in the next secret.